Not too long ago, I used to be sad, depressed, not knowing what I wanted to do with my life. And I think it's a core event that happens to just about every person out there. I think you can relate to that, and everybody watching can relate to that. You might be feeling those emotions, or at least some of them, right now. And it's really hard when you're in a situation to look at the light at the end of the tunnel, especially when you're trying to do something like day trading, something that you don't know other people that are being successful at it. You can't talk to your friends, your family, your teachers about it because they don't understand it. They're gonna give you negative feedback, which is gonna upset you even further, and again, make you feel those emotions even stronger. Well, what I did about 10 years ago or so, I've been day trading for some time and didn't really find success. My first 4 years was following what my dad actually always did. I had a really good example of my dad, and he worked hard. Now, he wasn't making a lot of money, but he always worked hard. He was going to work, two jobs. He wouldn't complain. You wouldn't know if he was sad, if he was happy. He was one of those dudes that was really strong-willed. Maybe he just didn't know how to apply correctly to do something that would make more money, but he had a work ethic. And for me, that's like the number one thing, and the only thing really that can get you out of the slump that you're in or depression is you need something positive. And the only thing to achieve something positive is to actually put in the work. It's putting in work and start seeing results. Unless you're seeing results, guys, if you're just sad, crying in your bed at night, and you just can't get up, you can't do anything, like you're just never gonna feel better. Unfortunately, the only thing, at least for me, that helped me feel better is seeing something positive, some good results. Now, if I'm already sad and I'm losing challenge accounts, I'm losing funded accounts, I'm already sad anyway. So I can't really get further down. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not doing anything, you're already at the bottom. You have to find the motivation. You're gonna have to find some work ethic within yourself, or get inspired by some other people's work ethic to motivate you to start doing things. And you just need movement. You see how I'm saying you just need to do something? I'm not saying you have to be successful right away. I'm not saying you have to get a payout within the next week. All I'm saying is you have to do something. And the shaking it up, you just doing action, you just going out there and moving yourself, trying something different, putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation is instantly going to start making you feel better. It's also not only going to do that, but it's also going to keep you busy and make you stop thinking about other things, the negative thoughts. You stop thinking about them if you're busy with your day. But if you're not doing anything, and I get this a lot from traders, they're like, hey, should I quit school to pursue trading full time? I'm like, no, because you need to stay busy through the day. If you're just watching videos a couple hours a day or trading a couple hours a day, it's just not good enough for your life. And it's something that I always did. For example, when I was trading coming up, I was going to school full time. I was in the Army Reserve, and I had pretty much a full-time job. I would work 30 to 40 hours a week. And then I was trading on top of that, all on the West Coast, where market opens up at 6:30 a.m. EST. You see how I was just staying so busy, I was just having a work ethic that like it didn't matter how I was feeling that day, that I would still go and do the tasks that I had to do it. And at the time I was still also working out just to add more to it. And that's what you have to do. The more you tell yourself, hey, I can't do this, the more you tell yourself, hey, I'm not good enough, the more likely you are to be those things, because you are programming your mind to be like, hey, that's who I am. There's no reason to change. Like, that's just who I am. But you have to have this almost crazy self-inner belief that's like, no matter what, I'll make this happen. And when I was trading, even when I was losing a lot, I never felt like I was gonna give up. I never felt like, hey, I'm never gonna do this again. Now, I would feel bad or shitty at certain days when my price wouldn't go my way, and I would maybe take a break a couple days, a week, whatever it was. But I never felt like I was gonna be like, hey, I'm just never gonna be able to achieve this. I felt like maybe, hey, I will do this on top of something else. Maybe I'll finish my, I'll get a job and I'll be trading on the side for extra income. But I never felt like I wanted to quit. And quitting cannot be an option. It's the human mind wants the easiest path possible, right? Because if you think about nature in general, like, you don't want to be in a uncomfortable situation. You want to be as comfortable as possible, because nature is like, hey, you want to be safe, right? If you think about, you want food, you want to be safe, you don't want to do anything hard because it hurts. But you have to do all those things. You have to, ignore your nature. You cannot give yourself that easy way out. If you start telling yourself, hey, I can quit this, it doesn't matter, I'm not really passionate about it, it's not worth it, then you're giving yourself an exit door. And as soon as you give yourself an exit door, your brain's gonna wanna take it. Because when you take it, it's just easy, right? It's an easy path that you can do, anybody can do. But the upscale potential that trading has it's literally parallel to none. I was speaking to a good friend of mine that he's been trying to start e-commerce brands, and he was telling me how hard it is, not just the capital investment on making the product, but then you have to master marketing, you have to master production, you have to deal with shipping, customers, reviews, employees, all these things. It's like, man, like that's one, a soft product, an e-commerce product has like a 98% failure rate, which is more than trading, and two, it's actually cost a lot more to get into because you have to invest a lot of money up front. You have to build products, you have to start marketing, you have to run ads, you have to pay people to ship it. Like you have to do all these things, and you have to learn so much. Versus with trading, yes, it sucks in the beginning, but the upscale is insane because it's you versus yourself. You don't got a boss to worry about. You got customers, and if you ever run a business, you know anything about it, customers are a huge pain in the ass. You don't have to deal with employees. It's you versus you. You enter a trade, you exit, you know exactly how much money you made. You don't have to worry about, hey, are we revenuing enough this month? Is our expenses offsetting what we put in? Right? You don't have to worry about those. You can do that from anywhere in the world. You don't have to worry about time zones. You don't have to worry about other people. Like the upscale potential, it's insane. It's one of those high income skills that's really, really hard to beat, and it's easy to get into, and it's easy to not have a lot of money to invest because you can go get yourself like a funded next account at $25K just to start you off. It's $60. Like anybody can make that $6 investment, versus if you go to e-commerce or you start a brand, you start all this freelance scaling and start a clothing store, whatever it is, like it's a ton more work. At a certain point, if you do master your high income skill, which is trading, then you can still do all those things. You still have trading. Nobody can take that away from you. It's not a hype. It's not like, hey, you're selling some shirts that are hyped right now and then they're gonna die out. Like if you look at brands like Supreme and all those things, like you're building a skill, you'll keep it for life, and you can literally pass it down to your kids if you teach them as well. And it's one of the most beautiful things you can do in your life, and it's one of the best skills that you can have. Like apart from, I don't know, plumbing, electrical, there's other skills that are coming in really handy day-to-day life. There's really nothing else like it, and it's given me the opportunity to travel the world. It's given me the opportunity to not have a job in the last essentially 8-9 years. I've lost count now. I've literally lost touch with reality on what a job even is, or like how do you even do a job, which is great because I'm somewhere else, right? Everybody's in this box that they went to school, they get a job, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm in my own box that not a lot of people can relate to, and I love that. I love that aspect of trading. And I went from literally being negative money in my bank account back in like 2017 or 2016, whatever it was, to now being worth, right around $20 million if you include my trading, my investments, if you include everything else that I do, my real estate. And honestly, if you include the skill set I have, it's probably worth a lot more than that. You have to ask yourself, how can you get there? And it's not an overnight success. I'm not telling you, like, I'm talking about like it's been a decade almost. This is work of a decade. So you have to think on larger time frames. Don't fall in love with people like, hey, I'm 19 and at 21 I'm worth 50 million. Like, that can happen, but if you give yourself goals that are sometimes too high, it becomes discouraging where you're not making as much progress as you think. But if you give yourself goals like, hey, I'm worth $0 right now, I would like to make $25,000 trading. Like, that's a very achievable goal. I have students in my mentorship that do $40,000 a month, right? Like, we had a guy just get a $40,000 TPT payout. With another guy hit 3 max payout with Alpha that's 12.5K each. Do the math, it's right around $33,000 or something around there. But it's a very achievable goal that you can do somewhat in a quickly time frame. You can easily, with hard work and the right knowledge, get there in a year. You can get a $30,000 payout or a total of $30,000 in payouts in a year quite achievably if you're doing the right things, if you're learning the right things, and you're committing yourself. Now, can you do those? Can you do those, right? That's a question that only you can answer. You can watch motivational videos, you can hear my stories, me explaining you these things, but if you are not gonna make the change, if you're not gonna take action, like, it's all pointless. And I make these videos to motivate you and tell you exactly what you can do and the things that you can achieve. But what I can do for you is I can get you up out of bed. I can't force you onto the charts. I can't force you to follow your trading plan. I can't force you to not FOMO, full port, overtrade, take trades that you know you shouldn't be taking. Like, that's something you're gonna have to do, and you have to take that accountability. You have to look in the mirror and realize, hey, the only thing that's stopping me is myself. It's not anything else. And as soon as you're able to take accountability, the sooner you can make a lot more progress, because you stop making excuses. Because what hurts our progress is excuses. If you make yourself an excuse on why you didn't achieve something, guess what? The next time you try to achieve it, you can make yourself another excuse, another excuse, another excuse, and before you know it, years have passed, you never got to your goal. How many of us went to the gym and were like, hey, I want to get a six-pack. I'm gonna lock in for this year, and I'm gonna get fit. And then 2 months in, you start, hey, I'm too busy. I have school, I have work, I gotta do this thing, I gotta do that thing. I'm trading, or maybe you have kids. Like, you start making all those excuses, and before you know, you're like, damn, I didn't get to my goal, but you don't think about it. But if you could have just stuck to it, and you went to the gym every single day till to this point that you're watching this video, tell me you wouldn't have been fit, right? You can't tell me you wouldn't. And training is the same thing. If you can commit yourself every single day to do the right things, follow your plan, learn from the right people, educate yourself, invest in your education, in a year or 2 years from now, how can you not have made enough progress that you start seeing some positive results? I'm not saying you're going to be full-time trading, making millions of dollars, driving a Porsche GT3 RS, but you'll be a lot closer than you if you were not doing anything. You just be a lot closer. The last thing you want to do is when you get to your deathbed, when you get old in your 40s, 50s, 60s, you're looking back, you're like, wow, I started something. If I just seen it through and if I just stuck to it, where would I be at now? I'll never know. Doesn't that thought just scare you? Like, that is just something scary. We see, I'm driving around, I'm looking at all these people, and I'm sure they're all great people living great lives. But it's like, I want to do something different. I want to do something that's like not all people can relate to. I want to do something that will give me opportunity to see the world. Like, I always thought when I was at my lowest, I used to always watch these travel YouTubers, right? And I'm like, wow, they're doing backflips into the ocean and go to the Bahamas. They're going all these crazy places. I'll never get to see them. And things like that scared me so much, they motivated me to do it. And I'm like, no, I can't be thinking like that. I can think that my time is coming, because everyone's time is coming, and God's going to give you the right time that's for you. So don't compare yourself on social media. Don't compare yourself to me. Don't compare yourself to other people. We all are on the right timing, and as long as you put in work, as long as there's an opportunity there and you take the opportunity, you give it the best chance you can possibly do, you will achieve big things. You just have to. I really believe that everybody in the world is given X amount of opportunities. Like, when trading came to me, I could have just walked away. I could have not taken the leap of faith. I could have not pursued it, lost the opportunity, and now live a regular life. But that opportunity, that door came to me, and I took it. And every time there's a door, especially the younger you are, guys, you have way less to lose. If there's a door, there's an opportunity, like, man, I'm not sure about this, just take it. As long as it's within reason, right? I don't do anything crazy out there. But as long as it's within reason, you can put an effort to it. Take the opportunity and see where it takes you, because you never know where life takes you. Did I know I'd be exactly here when I started 10 years ago? No, I had an idea that I thought I would be able to achieve certain things, but I don't know exactly where I was going to be. And whenever you start acting on your plans, you have to understand that a lot of it comes with the unknown. A lot of it comes with, I don't know what's going to happen next, but I'm just going to believe my faith. I'm going to believe in my own skills. I'm going to believe that I'm going to make the right decisions, and I'm the right person that should be following this. The more self-belief and positive thoughts you can give yourself, the more positive you attract, because you start focusing on that. And it is a switch that I had to make, because I was so focused on, like, it felt almost good being sad, like, oh my God, everything's against, like all my families, why couldn't they just be rich? Like, all these generations went by, why did we have to be broke? And now I'm stuck with all this work and all this effort. I was thinking like that and beating myself up, realizing it was just putting me in a downward spiral even more further and further, versus thinking about all the positive thoughts I could have thought about and push myself out of it. And it's not easy, guys. It's not easy. I understand it. I had gone through it. I know a lot of people go through it, so you guys can relate to it. But it is what you have to do. I'm not here to tell you something that's easy. I'm here to just tell you the truth. I'm here to just tell you exactly what you need to be doing. If you want to start seeing results, if you want to get out where I was at 10 years ago, and I was able to flip my life around. But again, what I'm telling you can get you excited and get you motivated. You need action. I'd be lying to you if like, hey, if you just sit there, law of attraction, it's all gonna come to you. If you're sitting in a room and you're like being like this and like, oh my God, I want to become a professional day trader, and like you're not actually doing anything, the law of attraction is pointless. He will just attract the more emotion you are. So you think about, you have to be emotion for the attract to come to you. Hope this video helped, guys. And if you learn from me directly, somebody that's been training for over 10 years, that's been teaching people for 4 to 5 years now with tons of amazing results, one of the best groups, one of the best strategies in the world, I will leave a link down below that you can join the team, learn directly from me one-on-one. I don't do this pre-recorded courses. I teach everything live for the people, stream for the people, because that's the best way I can get you guys results. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned, even if you're enjoying the membership, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe down below, leave a comment. Let me know where you're in your life and what your goals are. I'll be really curious to see what you guys say. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video.